Hello Pisces. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been in a relationship with this person. It could be a situationship. Could simply be that you've exchanged glances on many occasions and you know there's something hot and heavy there, but no one's speaking up. So for those of you who are new, I would like to tell you that I have never actually channeled through any spirit guides. I don't need to. That's one of my specialties. I don't have to because I am able to channel through my higher intuitive self, which is the state I usually am in by default. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to provide you with, to provide you with advice related to these cards that come out today. Wow, you have a lot of love, wanting to restart. Not bad. You do have two cards here that are a little dark, fear and grief. There is an aspect here. This is your person of interest. If you don't know who this person is, then this is not your reading. This is for those of you that have actually been in connection with an individual. Could have been months, weeks, months, years. I mean, and even when I say years, it does mean you have to have some type of communication with them. Here we have synthesis, followed by sensuality, pleasure, fear, awakening, selfhood, grief, love, and then we have death and rebirth under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently, Pisces. My dear Pisces, I do feel in this connection that there is this sense of foreboding. It's been bothering me. There are secrets and there are many things that I've hidden deep down inside that I never really shared. Deep in this forest in the shadows it lingers. And only now do I want to talk about it. Certain things that have happened between us. Certain things that I never really talked to you about. Once upon a time there used to be peace and harmony in this connection, but now there is a lack of. I do feel that in this connection there's a sense of sensuality. You are someone who I admire a lot. The admiration that I have for you, you are someone who is very vibrant, voluptuous, vivacious, tantalizing, tempting as hell. It's hard for me not to think about you. It's hard for me not to lust after you. Especially knowing how much pleasure you give to me and we can have. This too I know is lustful, but it is true how I feel. I do feel a lot of pleasure in this connection. Just the thought of you makes my heart flutter. But I am afraid. And I am nervous now. There's certain things that I said, certain things that I've done, that I'm not really proud of. And I've been keeping my distance from you because I'm afraid of the things that I might end up doing and saying. I don't want to be that person anymore. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel happy. I am nervous. I have anxiety problems. I've lost my self-respect. My conscience sometimes just doesn't go with what I want. I want something, but I say something else. It's like I don't have control over myself sometimes. But that's because I can't think straight, because I'm so infatuated with you, but also I do love you. And I've come to this realization. I've had this awakening moment. I am now starting to see things from your eyes. Stepping into your shoes. Seeing things from your perspective. I see now that you have changed because of me. Now you are, to me it seems, you are emotionally detached. You have this ability of being someone who I never thought you could be. There's a part of you that is very strong, but also very defensive now. You are very guarded. And being with you, breaking that shell, and being with you on the inside, I find that difficult. A long time ago, I was able to unravel this beauty and the mystery that you have around you. I got to know you. But now it's as if you're somebody completely different. And I have to restart all over again. And that's what I find difficult. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I fear. The fire that once burned bright is now extinguished. How do I relight that? I see you now as someone who is very independent. You don't need anybody. You don't want anybody in your life. This is something that I'm finding it hard to grasp, wrap my head around, because yes, I do want to be with you. But I also see how difficult it is for me to be the same person that I was once before, when you were the one who was also changed. But did you change on your own? No, you didn't. I changed you because of what I did to you. And I am sorry. I do have regret. I feel remorse. I feel sad. There's sadness and melancholy for what I've gone through, what I've put you through, what we both went through. Things should never really have been this bad. The sky that I see in my life, my fate and destiny, used to have a bright star. My one hope. That was you. But now I see that star fading because of what I have done. And it hurts me now, because now is the time when I realize I love you this much. I love you so much. I am in love with you. This love that I feel for you is pure. It's sacred, it's true, it's unconditional. It's beauty beyond belief. Love that has no bounds. But it's hard for me to convince this. I can't convince you. I don't even know how it's possible. But I do love you. And I want to be with you. Even though I know I've hurt you, I'm hoping that one day we can restart this connection. That is what I hope. Everything that happened long before has been put to rest. The road was very bumpy, very rocky, a lot of obstacles. But now I plan on moving ahead, smooth and steady. I want things to be better going forward. I want to put to death all that happened before and have a rebirth of something new in this connection. Because I see your point of view now. And I do love you. And I don't want to lose you. That is why I want to restart this connection. All right, Pisces. Interesting. Yeah. Sometimes what happens is after we're in a connection and there's this silence and there's this awkwardness, people change. It's not like they actually change, but their attitude towards love and relationships will change. This person that you're dealing with, they now are feeling that you, Pisces, you are very guarded. You are not so easily going to be falling in love with anybody. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of heartache and pain. And the issue here is that even if this person comes back into your life, they are afraid that they can't be with you because you now have changed. Your expectations, everything about you is different. And what they once had, they think they could get it back again. But there's going to be a slight twist to it because you're no longer the exact same as you were back then. So, some of you may feel maybe this person has reached out or they're going to. But their approach will probably be a little different than what it was like the first time you guys ever met or communicated. All right. Oh my. We have here the Ten of Staves. Okay. The Ten of Staves followed by the Seven of Cups. So this deck I do read in the reverse, and I have a look at something that may have occurred in the first place that caused this situation to go downhill. Why did things not work out? Sometimes your person of interest, it could be that they just never told you. Maybe they didn't have time to tell you. Maybe they didn't have the courage to tell you. But some of you might know this and some of you may not. So we have here the Ten of Staves and the Seven of Cups. The Ten of Staves. All right. Here, it talks about being overwhelmed and burdened by responsibilities. There was success that became overwhelming with its responsibility, and now this person is very much overwhelmed and burdened. This talks about how this person now feels that this entire situation for them, whatever the situation they're in, there was a lack of success because they've taken on too much now. And when you sometimes take on too much, the energy is scattered and you're a jack of all trades but master of none. So this person does feel that they have spent their time, energy, and effort in a variety of things. However, the quality is not there. Maybe in just one or two things, but the rest, no. So this person has been stretched far too thin. However, unfortunately, most likely they put themselves into the situation, or they did not even volunteer, but they were forced to be in that type of situation. What type of situations? problems related to family, loved ones, health, finance, those type of problems. They got a lot of other things going on in their life. It's not just relationships that they're focused on right now. So this is something that happened. They were very burdened, which means also that they needed to take their time, energy, and effort and focus it on somewhere else, which is why they were not able to focus it on you. Okay? They were not focusing on you at that time. We have here 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups. Here it talks about choices, indecisiveness, and living in a fantasy land. This person started to overindulge in thoughts of what the future may have brought, having daydreams. But that's it, just daydreams. Only daydreams, not actually making something practical. A decision should have been made in order to move forward and to rejoin the world on a practical level. What they started to do was they allowed their fantasies to influence how they viewed life. And they were projecting onto others instead of seeing how things truly were. So, yeah, this person was overwhelmed and they dealt with other problems in their life. But when it came to you, they may have dealt with maybe 1 or 2 problems, but they really didn't get into the nitty-gritty, and they would start talking about other topics and not really getting to the heart of the matter. That's something that you may have become really irritated over. That's something that bothered you, because you knew what the true problem was. However, they would be beating around the bush. They would not actually talk about it. They would avoid it. Usually people avoid things because they don't know how to deal with it. They may seem like I said earlier, master of wearing so many hats, right? But master of none. This is something here where this person may have seemed to you as if they do know and they are experienced, but it turns out they really weren't. And they realized that they weren't. And that's why they started to have this sense of hesitation. So if you're wondering why this person started to not give you that much attention, why they started to fade from your life, back then, and even residual now, it was simply because they were overwhelmed with too many things that were in their life related to relationships, finance, career, health-related matters, family issues, sick loved ones, right? Like certain things like that. So it was not just about you, it was other problems that they had, and they were not in the right state of mind, because every time you would talk, their topics would be completely off, and you'd be like, okay, get to the point. We're talking about this. Why are you talking about that? But then they'd be like, no, but that's more important. No, it's not. There's a lot of dialogues I hear in my head right now. Arguing over things that are petty, arguing over things that are not to the point. And it's very frustrating. What's really frustrating is when people actually start to argue and they think that they're arguing over the right thing, when even they know it's not the right thing. That's the worst. Because that's them just in denial. And they're just fighting just for the sake of arguing. That's it. They just want to talk. They just want to vent. So something here happened. Let me know. What happened? How does that resonate? Alright. Interesting. We have here Temperance, followed by 10 of Wands. Once again, look at that. We just had that whole issue. So they're still very much overwhelmed with whatever is going on. I'm not going to pull this out because I only pull out the first card. But you also have here the 7 of Cups. Very interesting, because you just had the 10 of Wands and you had the 7 of Cups earlier. It's the same situation. This is still lingering in their heart and their mind. So these are any plans, any actions, any intentions this person may have towards you. Hermit. Excellent. Good job. We need someone in the hermit mode here. Uh-oh. But then we also have the High Priestess still not talking. All right. The Chariot. Eight of Cups. Most likely this is not exactly what you thought. You were not expecting this person to be so distant. Pisces, there's a situation here. Not truly in your favor right now. Does this person love you, Pisces? In the beginning and the cards, we said yes. Yes, they do. They still do. They do love you. But sometimes love is not enough. Somebody's going through a lot of other issues here. Let me know in the comments below. What issues are these? Find out if you don't know, because there's something going on here. There's too many cards here to deny that this person, they don't have problems. They got problems. And they might not just be their own, but it's other people's, like, it's a burden from other people's responsibility. We have here Temperance. On a spiritual level, this person feels that they need to have a better balance with you. They want to. This is what they want to achieve, and they're perfectly okay with that. They realize this, that a better balance is needed in this connection. And then we also have here 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands does talk about how in this connection there is this desire to take on you as a responsibility, as someone in their life, but they cannot still do that. So that's an issue. You literally, in the other deck that we just saw, you had the 7 of Cups, right? Fantasies. And then you had the 10 of Staves, which is the 10 of Wands as well. They're the same thing. So your person, truly, Pisces, truly is suffering from a lot of other people's problems, or even their own problems. I'm seeing the word right now in my mind's eye, drug addiction. Maybe this person wants to come clean. Maybe they want to cleanse themselves, right? And then once they are in a better stage or phase in their life in terms of their mind, body, spirit, and soul, collectively, that's when they want to come back to you, when they're ready. This person's going through something. It's a whole lot of things. It's not just one thing. We have here the 10 of Staves, 10 of Wands, same thing. Overwhelmed. They're so overwhelmed that they can't think straight anymore. There's too many things on their plate, too much burden on their shoulders. And then what's happening? The Hermit. They stop talking altogether. Here we have a situation where they will be quiet for quite some time, in Hermit mode. But what does Hermit mode mean? This person is going to try to keep their distance for a while. And they're going to have this sense of self-contemplation, forcing themselves into loneliness, to have a more detached viewpoint of problems. They don't want to be caught in the politics and the everyday problems, because then they won't be able to concentrate on what really matters to them. After this card, typically, people become wiser. There is a wisdom that comes. And it is because they have been there, done that, they've concentrated, they've contemplated, they've rejuvenated. They now know afterwards what it is that they really want. However, still, with the High Priestess, yes, this person is going to gain knowledge, and they know what it is that you want versus what they want, versus how this entire connection is going to unfold. And then boom, Chariot. Now that's speed. Horsepower. Yes, there is going to be a decision that's going to be made. They're going to race towards you, and they want to make the situation better in terms of, let's balance this. Let's create a better balance. I'm also seeing just simply like a couple, 2 partners, could be a marriage, but the fact that there's been such a topsy-turvy connection, and now in this connection they have realized that they both have to work together in order to make this work, and they're deciding that they don't want to lose that connection, to lose that partnership, that marriage. So this is somebody I'm actually seeing, a couple in a hotel room. I think somebody here went to a hotel room to maybe try to have fun, right? Try to enjoy time together, try to enjoy a vacation, try to have intimate time. But it still lingers in the back of your mind. After that little fantasy goes away, you go back to reality, right? You go home. Everything comes back. So, and the root cause of some of these things is just the fact that they are overwhelmed. And if this person, cross-watcher, if you can live without it, see what you should take on and what you shouldn't. If it's starting to cause you problems, try to get some help, somebody else to help. Try to get somebody else to do the job. Try to delegate those tasks. If it's something like you're the oldest one in the family and you have to take care of your parents, try to get the younger one to do it, right? Things like that. You need to start delegating these things, because what's your life like? What are you doing? This is not right. This is not how you live, man. This is not how you live. It's too much. This is so much that you are not living for yourself. You are living for others. So, if you can, out of these 10 wands, take out 3 maximum, then your life could be a little better. I would recommend that. We also have here with the Chariot the speed that they're coming back in. They want to be with you, for sure, Pisces. And the overall arching theme we have is the 8 of Cups. This person does realize that you are someone who really has made them think about who they are and what they want. And it is typically after the 8 of Cups we also have the Hermit, because this individual is going into the mountains. They're going to be a hermit, and that's what you have right here. So they do achieve a little bit. Do I see any action here? I see the action where they have mentally the intention. It's not the action. The intention is to have a better balance. The action is definitely the Chariot card. They are going to come back into your life. They're going to reach out somehow. And when they do, Pisces, just understand they're very overwhelmed with a lot of things that they're doing in their life. Yeah. Very interesting. All right. It just occurred to me because I'm married to a Pisces. And I am hella stressed right now because I got so many things on my plate. So many things. So, a taste of my own medicine. I better start reducing some of my stresses. I'm going to write all that down. Start ticking off some things. If somebody else can do something, why not? All right, guys. Let's have a look here. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Listen to your intuition. Okay, big happy changes. Followed by unlikely. Within the next few weeks. We also have let go. Then we have yes. There's something better. Wow. Then we have opportunity. Okay, Pisces. This is something very different. All right. Listen to your intuition. So, your intuition is your soul speaking to you and your mind most of the time. Not your spirit. Your spirit animates your body. That's a separate being altogether. Now, your soul is much more older and wiser than you are. It's been there, done that. Centuries of lives. So when it gives you some type of a feeling, like this gut feeling that, oh, I shouldn't do this, or oh, I shouldn't talk to that person, there's something fishy about this individual. You get these instincts, right? These feelings, these emotions. Where are they coming from? They're not coming from this lifetime. They're coming because you've been there, done that. Sometimes we talk to people and we know instinctively that there's something up with that person. How do we know that? Yes, it is that psychic ability that we have, but it's also because we are experienced in dealing with people like that. So there's something here where it is important for you to listen to your intuition and just don't doubt it. And usually it's the first thought that comes that is the most accurate. Here we have big happy changes will occur. There's going to be changes. They're going to be big and you're going to be happy about it. But unlikely it will be exactly what it is that you thought for it to be. But even if it's going to be different, you're still going to be happy with it. That's fine. That's good. Within the next few weeks or months, you will start to let go of certain problems, of certain issues, certain beliefs, certain constraints. And yes, you will then find something better in this connection. This is, for some of you, can find something better, or by letting go of this individual altogether, yes, you will find someone better. So there's two groups here. Some of you actually will be finding, I would literally say both of you, there's something really, really good that's going to happen. There's something better, and then you also have opportunity, which is amazing. You also have big happy changes. All in all, it's like a really good reading because you have a lot of positive things coming out here. There could be a person that's going to come into your life, or it could literally be an abundant amount of either opportunity, money. It could be any type of opportunity. I'm even getting the word audition. Like you may get some type of an opportunity to showcase yourself, your talents, or something like that. It's really nice. It's very nice. Take the opportunity. Whatever opportunity comes to you, always try to take it. Always try to have that experience. Here we have let go. Now, what is it that we would need to let go of? The person? Not really. You don't have to let go of the person altogether. You don't have to stop loving this person, but just kind of keep your distance for a while and let them figure themselves out. Remember, there's the 10 of Wands. There's the Hermit mode. They also have the High Priestess mode. So there's a whole lot of thinking on their end, okay? They're thinking a lot. They're going to be very quiet for some time. And in the meantime, what are you going to do? Focus on yourself. Start a hobby. Finish something that you really wanted to a long time ago. You just never got the chance to do it. Focus that energy on something else, right? That energy is never actually created nor destroyed. It's just transferred, isn't it? So this is your passion. This is your energy that you're going to turn from here. Maybe even draw a picture or make a painting. Express yourself in that way. That would be wonderful. All right, guys. That is your reading, Pisces. It is very nice. I have to admit it is challenging for a lot of you because I feel that you never really got the time with your person of interest that you really deserved. Just keep in mind, they're not doing this deliberately. It's something that they truly feel that they're kind of stuck with. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to let you know, guys, I'm still doing love readings. There's your private readings that I do. They are written report readings. You can find them on my website, www.asnointia.com, and I will provide you with a lot of information. I do recommend that you have a look at the description before you place the order so you can know exactly what it is that you're going to receive. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.